This prisoner never slept. Every night he used his mattress as a punching bag. Even when the guards warned him that he'd never be released if he kept this up, he didn't care. He thought they talked too much and even shoved one guard out of his cell. In retaliation, the guard cancelled Yabuki's lunch for the next day. But none of that mattered to Yabuki. The only thing he wanted was to keep training his fists, because only then could he defeat the nightmare that haunted him, the man who had knocked him out with a single punch. That man's name was Rikishi. He had once been a professional boxer, undefeated in every fight. But his career ended when he attacked a heckler in the audience and put him in the hospital. Banned indefinitely, Rikishi grew angry, lashed out again, and was eventually sent to prison. Yabuki and Rikishi had nothing to do with each other at first, but one day, everything changed. It was Yabuki's first time working outside the cell. All he could think about was escaping. When he saw the ocean glimmering through the barbed wire, his desire for freedom burned stronger than ever. But then he noticed the other inmates staring at him with nasty smiles. They tricked him and another new prisoner into following them to the pig farm. At first, Yabuki thought they were just asked to help move fertilizer. By the time he realized the truth, it was too late. The inmates shoved them into the filthy pig pen. They tossed in buckets, ordering them to scoop pig waste with their bare hands. If they refused, the guards threatened them with pitchforks. Yabuki couldn't stand the humiliation. He raised his fist, but his friend stopped him. He reminded Yabuki that if he caused trouble, his escape would only get harder. Yabuki reluctantly swallowed his anger. But the bullying didn't stop. The inmates stabbed pigs with pitchforks, sending them into a frenzy. The animals charged wildly, and Yabuki nearly broke. But his friends suddenly had an idea. If they could drive the pigs into the gates, maybe they could smash them down and escape. They herded the pigs with buckets until the pen gate broke. Yabuki leapt onto a pig's back, riding it toward the farm gate. He was seconds away from freedom when a figure blocked his path. It was Rikishi. With blinding speed, he landed a punch that sent both Yabuki and the pig flying. Another punch flattened the rampaging pigs. In moments, the chaos was over. Yabuki was furious. Freedom had been within his reach, and Rikishi had stolen it. He attacked Rikishi with a straight right, then a flurry of jabs. Rikishi barely moved. Yabuki wound up for a hook, but Rikishi slipped it easily and sneered, calling him an amateur. Then Rikishi got serious. With a few heavy blows, he shattered Yabuki's defenses. Everyone watching was stunned. Even the bullies begged Yabuki to stop before he got himself killed. But Yabuki refused. The next punch smashed into his face. Yabuki collapsed instantly, convulsing on the ground, unable to move. When he woke up, he was in the infirmary. The humiliation crushed him. Again and again, the image replayed in his mind Rikishi knocking him out cold with a single punch. He couldn't escape the fear. But while everyone thought Yabuki had broken down mentally, he had already disappeared. He had slipped away during the night and escaped. Freedom wasn't as sweet as he imagined. His heart felt chained. On the road, he met a courier who handed him letters. Some were from his friends. One was from an old man. The letter was filled with boxing advice and training notes. Yabuki suddenly remembered Rikishi's words, how disappointed he was in Yabuki. Yabuki realized how foolish he'd been. Only the old man's lessons had been real boxing. The rest of his skills were nothing more than street brawling. From that moment, Yabuki swore he would follow the old man's teachings and truly learn how to box.